4 family members cooking on Sunday night shot and killed in a Westchester apartment. Good morning. I'm Megan Mitchell.
And I'm Ashley Kirkland. Just minutes ago, we brought you a live update from Westchester's police chief. And now we have team coverage. Brian Hamrick has the emotional 911 call from overnight. But first, let's go to WLWT News 5's Karen Johnson for the latest details on this investigation. Karen.
Well, good afternoon, Ashley. That's right. 4 adults, 3 women and 1 man dead from apparent gunshot wounds. That information just confirmed to us within the hour by Westchester Police Chief Joel Herzog. Herzog also said at this time there are no suspects in custody and they are still looking for the shooter. Herzog said it does not appear that the shooter is among the dead. He would not comment on how many times the victims were shot or speculate on a motive. Just before 10 o'clock last night, another relative called 911 saying he had just walked in the door at the apartment on Wintry Drive and found his family dead. He said they were all bleeding from the head. Herzog says they are actively looking for the person who did this.
Be diligent as far as your surroundings and that, because obviously we don't have somebody in custody, and that's paramount to us is their safety. So reach out to us. Anything you see, anything out of the ordinary, don't hesitate to give us a call. You know, nothing's too small. It could be the most minute thing that they think nothing of that helps this case. I don't feel there's any danger in the community down there. This seems to be an isolated, but like I said, it's early in the investigation, so we'll continue, and they'll definitely see a presence from us in the area.
And that presence also includes the area, especially Endeavor Elementary School is pretty much right across the street from there. Joel Herzog also said today they don't know of any surveillance video in the area, but that's something they're going around kind of looking for any cameras that may have captured something. Reporting live in Westchester, Karen Johnson, WLWT News 5.
Yeah, Karen, they're still in the throes of this investigation. Do they know if all of the victims lived in that apartment, and were there any children involved in this?
Yes, Joel Herzog said all of the family members, the 4 who are dead, did live in that apartment. We also know children live in that apartment, but Joel Herzog said they were not there last night. And, I was on a scene last night early this morning, and neighbors were telling me that 3 children live there. Again, that's not confirmed by police, but by neighbors, 3 children live there, and they were staying with another relative last night, and that's according to neighbors and people who knew the family.
All right, Karen Johnson live for us in Westchester with that scene there. Thank you, Karen.
And people that are living in this area have been shocked by this news. WLWT News 5's Brian Hamrick is live now with the community's reaction. Brian, this is a relatively quiet area.
Yeah, well, this has affected the entire community here. Megan, we've got all people from the same family who have been shot and killed, but with no one arrested, everyone is concerned about what has happened up here. Now, the call started coming in at about 9:40 last night. People reporting that someone was knocking on the door, screaming. So it wasn't just the man who called, the man who discovered the body. It was a number of other people calling in and saying what had happened. They reported the man knocking on doors. He was screaming. And investigators tell us this ranks among the worst shooting ever in Westchester. The chief said it ranks right up there with the Watkins trucking shooting back in 2003. Now, none of these callers in this incident said they heard gunshots, but police said there are witnesses, a number of witnesses, in fact, who did hear gunshots. Investigators would not say if anyone saw someone leaving this apartment complex after the shooting, but here's what some of the callers did say.
There was someone banging on the doors telling us to call the police. We live at, they're just banging on a bunch of doors, like screaming, please call the police, please call the police, please help me.
Now, several people tell us, and these are people that actually knew these victims, tell us that these victims were from the Indian community. Now, this is a community within a community, very tight-knit, so there will be a lot of people who know these victims within that community. In fact, a lot of folks already know who these victims are. One of the persons there told us last night that one of the victims was in his store shopping just before this, maybe at about 4 o'clock in the evening. So this is going to affect a lot of people in the Indian community. Reporting live, Brian Hamrick, WLWT News 5.
All right, Brian, thank you so much. And you could stay with WLWT News 5 for updates on the investigation throughout the day. Of course, we're going to have the latest on air and online as well as our mobile app.
All right, now let's